Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Miss Mamu and today I am your English teacher for English as a first language for IGCSE. So today we're going to be talking about essay writings. So on essay writings we have two main focuses, the directive writing and the narrative writing. So if we're talking directive writing, we're talking about letters, reports and articles. So when you focus on your directive writing, you're focusing on your formats, your tone, and the way you're going to be addressing your topic to the audience. So the writer should make sure that if you're writing per se a personal letter for like an informal one where you're writing to your friends, you should make sure that your tone is friendly rather than a formal setting where you're writing to a business letter. So in your informal letter to your friends, you're making sure that 1, it is friendly, 2, it is casual, 3, since you know this person and it's a friendly letter, don't try and make it seem as if you guys don't know each other in your letter. And in a report, this is a formal setting and a formal writing, so make sure that your tone is very formal and that when you're writing, you are making sure that the audience or the marker knows that you are being formal directing to the writing. And the next one is narrative writing. So in narrative writing, you're going to be narrating a story that happened already. So your tone should be past tense. So you're going to be focusing on writing things that already happened before. So you shouldn't mix it up by writing things with the present tense a lot. So many mistakes that people make when writing, whether a directive writing or a narrative writing, is mixing the two. Making sure the narrative writing is going to the directive writing or the directive writing is going to the narrative writing. So in order for you to make sure that you are in tone with your writing, you should make sure that you read a lot. Reading is very essential because it gives you many vocabularies and you're in tune with the writing and you are casual with the writing and you are used to the writing. And another thing for directive writing, if you're writing letters or reports or articles, make sure that you socialize more with people that are in a setup where they do letters and reports and articles, like newspaper writers and editors and principals and teachers. People that in a normal setup, they do these things on a daily. And if you're doing a narrative writing, make sure you spice it up. Use words that you've never used before. Make sure that you're just not too casual and you're just not too relaxed by using, oh, it was a summer day, I did this. Make sure that you specify, give us the tone of the day. Give us how the day was smelling, how the day was going on about, so that when we read your essay, we can be like, this person knows what they're doing. And another thing for narrative writing is that to make sure that your introduction and your conclusion are up to par. We need an introduction that draws us in the essay and a conclusion that leaves out like, wow, I've really read something here. And in the middle, when you're doing a body, right, make sure that your body has paragraphs that are short enough to spice us to go to the next paragraph. And make sure that your body is not just a big bunch of paragraphs, like it's so clumsy, because the reader gets bored. They don't want that. And then if you get a reader bored, they're not going to want to read your story. Also, it is very essential that you write at least 2 pages on your essays, especially narrative writing, because as many words as you write, as interesting as it is how the reader gets captured in your story. In a directive writing, in your letter or report, if you write just 1 page, right, it makes sense. But I like to think that a student should write this 1.5 pages, right? Make it interesting. Don't just write it just for the sake, just because the teacher wrote it. So on our next video, we're going to be focusing on how to write the letter itself, how to write the report, and how to write the article. And on the narrative writing, we're going to be giving you topics on to write introductions and conclusions, focusing on those two. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video.